Welcome back to the channel. We are going to talk about today a little bit of an unboxing review on a mini heat gun. That's what we're going to get to. I just want to let you know real quick as to the reason why. I mean, because, a lot of people just do the review and they don't even really explain why they're doing this. I'm putting this out there so that you can actually see this if you want to see what it is before you buy. But also just kind of giving you my perspective as to why I want it. When there is a lot of other, things that you can use, so to speak. I am about ready to start wiring up on my car, and I'm about ready to start wiring up on my 65 F100 outside. And so I'm going to be doing some soldering, some shrink tube. I'm also going to be using these little shrink tube solder connectors, where you heat this up, the solder melts into the wire, and then the shrink tube glues around the wire, makes it a very nice, tight connection. And then, of course, like I said, shrink tube itself. Okay, so let me show you what I used to use. So what I used to use is this little butane torch right here. These things are really handy. I used to use this. This is actually the one that came from my shop years ago. And when I say shop, I'm talking like commercial shop. I had a Napa Auto and Truck Care Center, and we used to do trailers and hydrobed installations and trailer brakes. Controls installations, back before you could just buy one and just plug it right in underneath the harness, underneath the dash. You had to actually splice into the wiring and whatnot. And we used these solder shrink connectors because they would be the best as far as being reliable and durable and never having any comebacks. So that was important. But we use this a lot. And basically you would just take this and, fire it up, and you got this little flame right there. The problem with that, if you set that on these too long, you can actually blister and burn and make it bubble. Not really hurting the performance of it, really. It does stain it, and that obviously doesn't, hurt the performance of it or anything like that. But, you can actually melt it to where it actually has a hole, and that's not a good thing. Also, obviously, when you got an open flame like that and you're working in a vehicle that has a gas tank by the tail lights and all that kind of stuff, that's not very good. But again, I use it a lot in trailers and whatnot. And since I'm going to be inside, my car and the F100, I know I'm going to be in spots where trying to get this flame around this thing. It'll be sitting there. I'll be trying to hold this steady, and then you're going to try to, keep the heat moving so you don't burn it, and then you're going to try to go all the way around it, right? And you've got this open flame that you're just pointing in all different directions, and you got fabric, and you got all kinds of things, other wires, etc., that you could damage. So that really is not something I want to use in this example. Now, let me show you something that is like I got a long time ago, and I do mean long time ago. This is back when I was in high school. In fact, junior high. I know this was, this might even be elementary school, because I remember I got into RC cars. This might even be back that far when I was like in 4th or 5th grade. But anyway, Black & Decker heat gun here. 750 watts when you push the 1, and 1500 watts when you push the number 2. You can actually see it glowing inside there. I don't want to burn my phone camera up too hard. You can also see that ceramic guard inside there is kind of broke and off center, but it keeps working. I mean, this thing has been with me forever. I think I might have bought this for $15 back then, which was actually kind of pricey for it, but it has definitely earned its place in history as one of the best tools I ever bought and I use. Problem with this, look how big it is. Okay, that big old metal nozzle right there, you can see it's hit and touched a few things, and it's unguarded. So once again, we're in a situation, we're in tight quarters, right? And I'm hanging it up here, and when you get into tight quarters, then it becomes a little more difficult to stay away from other wires, etc., etc. Plus, if you notice, here, let's look at this one more time. You'll notice that nozzle right there, it's pretty big in diameter, and it doesn't come right out the center. It actually comes out those little ventilation holes around that stainless centerpiece, right? So I want to be able to concentrate, you know, like this torch here, concentrate my heat so that I keep it where I want to keep it. All right, so that's where this thing comes in, okay? So let's start the unboxing video review of this Diafield mini heat gun. Now, I got it from eBay. I got it from eBay. Real quick note here. I promise we'll get to this. Real quick note. If you know of a place that's better than eBay, let me know. eBay has a lot of mom and pop places, and you can get everything. I buy a lot of my auto parts there, especially used stuff. It's really awesome for used stuff. You know, so is Craigslist, and there's a few others that I've tried, but I'm in a very rural area, and it just doesn't seem to be having a lot of, how you want to say, outside of Facebook Marketplace, there doesn't seem to be a lot of, you know, I guess, like interest or lots of people taking part in it, okay? Facebook is free for now, and so that's why I use it, but once they start charging, fuck that shit, no way. And then eBay, you know, I want to get away from eBay possibly if I can, as long as there's something out there that's better and more friendly. And what I mean by friendly is more American values type friendly, okay? They were, I don't know if they own PayPal anymore, but I know they kind of sort of had it and started it. And then they were going to charge you, I believe it was like $1,500 or something if they deemed your comments hateful or whatever the bullshit. And I dropped PayPal after, like, I was one of the first. I'm not even kidding you. I signed up with PayPal like, I wouldn't even think it was 30, 60 days after I found out that it was a thing. I've been a part of eBay forever. I just, once they started pulling that bullshit, I dropped my PayPal account, almost dropped my eBay account, but I can't really let it go because it really got a lot of, you know, stuff that I can find real easily. Obviously, Amazon's there too, but I don't. Scamazon, I mean, they hate you as much as you may not think or believe it, but they really hate you. They do not want you to buy from anybody else. They only want you to buy from them, thereby eliminating competition. Then they'll do whatever the hell they want, and they certainly don't like your Second Amendment. They don't like your First Amendment. They don't like you at all. They are a big player. A lot of these places, if you haven't woken up yet, you need to. But they're all really a big player of just, you know, really taking whatever freedoms away that you have so that you just have to be enslaved to them and their system, okay? So that's the reason why I'm trying to get away from eBay whenever possible. But in fact, a lot of times what I do is I go to eBay and I will go ahead and I will search, I will find, and then I will look at that seller and try to find their personal website out on the web and boot eBay to the side, because I really don't, like I said, I don't really want them to have any cut of that, just because of their un-American attitude, in my opinion. So, and if you work for eBay, I'm sorry, just telling you the truth. You're just supporting something that actually hates you. Yeah, I mean, you know, funny, isn't it? Anyway, let's get back to the unboxing, shall we? I found it on eBay. Just to prove my point, and real quick, like, again, I swear we're gonna get to this, but just to prove my point, I don't put affiliate links out there. I could easily put affiliate links in here and make money selling this shit because you would click on it or something. I'm not doing that because I'm not supporting them. I will support affiliate links to, you know, a legitimate business that actually likes us, absolutely. So if maybe you even know something that's not eBay and it's for something else, fine. Put it in the comment section. I don't care. I'll check it out. I'm definitely all for, like I said, doing whatever it takes to make sure that we can continue to live the way we have always lived in the freedom that we deserve and are entitled to. All right, let's get to the unboxing. Okay? Yeah, sorry. It kind of became a little political, but who gives a shit? I don't care. I'm not hiding, sugarcoating anything anymore. All right, so yeah, it came from. It came in this. I don't know if this means it came from Amazon, because I noticed that there's some shit like that going out there too. But I go to eBay and I search for what I'm looking for, And then I first thing I do is go into filter and click on USA only, because I do not want to buy anything that's being shipped from China or anything like that. Obviously, this is made in China. What choice do I have there? But I just don't want to buy from being shipped from China, because I don't want to wait that long, number one, and I just, don't want to support them in any way. Because obviously, if it comes from China and this is wrong, something's wrong with it, good luck getting it, replaced. Good luck with that. They don't give a shit. So, yeah, it came in a soft Prime bag here. Again, I don't know if that means that it's actually Amazon or not, or maybe this was just some packing material that they just happen to have. But it's out of Salt Lake City, Utah, and it has a business name, Eternity Stellar or whatever the hell. I don't know, but that's what it came in. Let's get to this. A Diafield mini heat gun. Sorry to drag this on, by the way, guys, if you came here just for this, I guess. But anyway, it's just some important information. So it says here, fast heating up, portable and compact, heat-resistant PP and GF casing, whatever that means, built-in overload protection, 302 degree low setting, 842 degree high setting. What else we got here? 90-day refund guaranteed according to Diafield, 24-month full warranty, 24-hour customer service. Let's see, it says here it's a Canadian company. It is made in China. I figured that. Again, 2 level temp, sturdy stand, 1 heat gun, 1 reflector nozzle, and 1 user manual. Get my mouth all mixed up here. I remember looking on eBay. You can get these things, or what, you can get mini heat guns for about $14 shipped to your door. And I wanted to buy something that was very much like my heat gun over there, something that would last my entire lifetime. So I don't know if that's going to be this thing or not, but I did actually spend $25 for this, okay? So I could have gotten away with $14 for a single heat setting, type pencil, heat gun is what they call them, mini heat gun, whatever you want to call it. They're pencil style because you can hold it like a pencil, I guess, or what, a big old fat pencil. But I could have got one a lot cheaper. I could have got a whole bunch of others. I looked at a bunch of others. There was some with some metal stands. This one's got a plastic stand on it. I don't know. I just felt that this one here was 2 heat settings. It looked like it was shrouded really well with plastic, so you wouldn't touch it. It being metal like my Black & Decker, and it has, it just looks good, and it does seem to be, in my opinion, based on all the stuff that I saw, one of the better ones to get. So here we are taking it out. So this is the deflector nozzle inside a huge, way oversized bag. So don't understand the nature of that, but that's what that is. And here's the gun itself. And correct, yeah, so they were correct. It basically has the deflector nozzle, the heat gun itself, and the instruction manual. So there really isn't a whole lot of, well, there's a few instructions in here, I guess, on how to use it for whatever you're going to use it for, but it's pretty simple. I mean, you just turn it on and don't point it at things you don't want to destroy with heat. So, yeah, it is plastic. Yeah, the label's kind of peeling off just a little bit right there, but whatever. It says here, tips. When used for the first time, a small amount of glue contained in the built-in mica paper will dry up and produce slight smoke. This smoke will disappear after 10 minutes, which is normal and will not affect the use of this tool. So, I assume that this here is ready to be peeled off. Yeah, that's the reason why they have that. You're going to peel that off because this was just your tip, your warning label. So, basically, this thing is going to smoke, I guess, is what they're saying. And that's normal. Well, hell, you know what? I'll peel it off after we're done with this video. So let's find out if this thing's going to smoke. I don't care. We're out here in the garage. got some pretty decent ventilation. Hopefully we don't... Alright, let's see. Oh, wow. This extension cord. Let's see, what do we got? I'm 6 foot tall. So it's probably 5 feet. A 5 foot cord on there. And let's find a plate to plug it in. Okay. Got it plugged in there. And you got a little place to hang it here. That's the other thing I like about my Black & Decker. It's got the same thing. Got a little like plastic thing here that you can hang it up. So that'll be kind of cool. All right, there's low setting and high setting, and I'm just going to go straight to high setting. There's a little stand. It's got a little detent. There you go. Look at that. Okay. All right, I'm going to turn it on high. Warming up. Pretty quiet. Okay, yep, I smell it. Yep, I smell it. It's burning off something. Okay, I got my hands probably about let's see, it's about 5-6 inches away, and I can feel it getting pretty warm now. I know if I were to get within 2 or 3 inches, it would be way crazy hot. It would be blistering hot. Again, I got it on the high setting right now. Okay, and now it's starting to get to a point where it's getting really hot. I'm gonna have to pull my hand away. Yeah, so I'm a good 8-10 inches away now. So I'm just gonna try not to. I don't see any glowing orange anywhere in there. And you can kind of see that this thing is not completely centered, but I don't care. I don't want to touch that. Oh, yeah, there's a little bit of smoke coming off there, just very little. Turn it on high again. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to set this baby down right here. And I'm going to open up that bag for that deflector. There we go. Got the reflector right here. Now this will be really handy, I think, in using on these things right here, because then you can actually put that right there, and it'll direct the heat around the back side just a little bit at least. Definitely be handy. So I've been running here now a good 30 seconds or better, and yeah, I can't get my hand much closer than 8 inches at this point. Okay, I'm gonna put it on low. Oh, so it actually slows the fan down when you do that. I thought maybe it would. See, now, like my my Black & Decker gun, it when you put it on number 1, the fan will blow at the same speed at all times. It will just not run the coils, the heating coils, as hot. Only 750 watts. But then when you put that baby up on number 2, it'll hit 1500 watts. And this, by the way, where'd I read that? 180 watts. This is 180 watts. So, a lot smaller, but it's got some heat to it. Alright, so I got it on low. Been on low here for a little bit. Let's just kind of see what happens here. I gotta get really close there. There we go. Yeah, but I like it. Alright, let me put it on high. Yeah, let's see what happens. Get it heated up there. There we go. Okay. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, oh yeah, that's pretty hot. Yep. Alright, there you go. So, you just kind of saw what this little baby will do. This Diafield mini heat gun. 180 watt, 120 volt, 60 hertz. Obviously, we're in the United States. Yeah. Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. I like it. I do. And now I'm just hoping. There we go. That fits on there pretty nice. And yeah, when I first turned it on, within the first 5 seconds of on the high heat setting, there was a smell. And then I did see just a little puff of smoke there, but that was about it. Yeah, it seems to be pretty solid. It's not loose anywhere or anything, but like I said, it's not perfectly centered, but whatever. No big deal. Alright, guys. Well, there you go. Like, subscribe. Rumble, rumble, rumble if you find me over in Rumble, because that's where the free speech is at. And we'll see you next time, alright? Thanks again. Bye-bye.